Hello, wealthy family. Welcome to today's Mindset Monday. Thank you so much for coming and sharing some time with me. I love and appreciate you all. You know where we at. We at our happy space. In case you're wondering what we're looking at my hubby. Sorry, I'm like down in the water, so he's waving. But we're looking at hubby as he swims and flips and does all types of shit because he's a fish just like me. But we out here, like we out here. There's the shore, so you know, today we can be out frolicking and playing in the water because baby has started school. Yeah, let him go for a couple of hours, play with the other kiddos, learn Spanish, do all types of other stuff. But it's good for him to have interaction with other children his age. And although we would go to the park every day and I would take him to museums, like he was getting a lot of interaction with elders. And in one of my many previous lives, I worked in daycare, and I had a very long-standing belief that I should always be close to my children. So even when I had my son my senior year, like I could take him to school with me, but the school was stupid, so I stopped going to school and I just kept him home with me. And then when I had to start working and get some income, I would do overnight shifts until my sister-in-law was like, why don't you get your daycare license? And that's what I did. I started doing daycare so the children could go with me and they could even come there after school. So like I've always been that person, but I was like, no, he needs to go and interact because we are social, interactive beings. And that's what I wanted to actually talk about today. How our social life, you know, not just social engineering, but how our social life, how we accept and process information, how we move in certain things, in certain ways, how it affects us. Because there's a lot of people walking around as big grown adults, making decisions for themselves and deciding every single day that they're going to cry, bitch, and moan and complain and live in the past of the wrongs that their parents did, or the wrongs their grandparents did, or the wrongs that the teacher did, or the wrongs that their boss did, the wrongs that their ex-best friend did, things that happened to them from, you know, their stupid cousin who played too much. And this is why now they have trauma. Listen, at some point in your life, you have to suck it up and take responsibility for your actions and take responsibility for the fact that you keep reliving certain moments and using them as excuses to keep tricking off your life. Okay? There are so many of us that walk around and self-sabotage ourselves. I've done many videos about it, and we're walking around, and instead of looking at the fingers that are pointing back at us, right? Looking at how this energy that's making us feel, how it even starts up in the first place. It starts within you, right? Instead of you owning up to that, we're sitting here and we're moaning and we're complaining about something that someone probably forgot they even did, if they're even aware of it, right? Sometimes people aren't even aware of the wrongs that we perceive them to have done to us. Some of them have forgotten about it because it's like second nature to them. They've moved on to bigger things, right? Different things. And we're still sitting here living in the past, blaming all our troubles for blaming everyone else for all the troubles in our lives. Ugh. Instead of looking around and saying, I'm allowing myself to act way too emotional. I'm holding on to this attachment way too much. I seem to not be able to get over it, and I see it keep playing out in my life. Let me go get some counseling. Let me go talk to someone who can help me manage this, because I am not managing on my own, and it's keeping me anchored. It's keeping me still in my life. It's keeping me stuck. It's keeping me in a space that is not allowing me to persevere, to grow, to be aware, to be fulfilled. Okay? So your social life, your social cues, the way how you interact with people socially used to be built on having face-to-face contacts, right? Of course, your first social engineering starts at home. If you have a dysfunct family, you will probably not know how to interact with people on a deeper level. Okay, once you step outside the family. Then it's school. We all know what our school system is. And then you go to work and you are never taught how to go within and how to manage and process the certain things that you feel. If you learn how to process information first at home, and you go to your parents and you say, this made me feel some type of way, and they say, suck it up, your boy, right? Be stronger, or, you know, you're a girl, you can't do that, or whatever little stereotypical foundation cliche you want to fit, okay? That is teaching you that your feelings aren't safe, they aren't valid. That's teaching you to clam up, okay? And then you go to school, and there's so many other people that are, you know, vying for the attention of the adults around them for these 6 or 7 or 8 hours a day, and you get lost in the sauce. So a lot of people are walking around awkwardly, you know, socially awkward, because now it's no longer the face-to-face interaction, right? At home, you're on the video game, you're on the computer, you're on your phone. You're in front of the TV. At school, it's the same damn thing. If you go to work, a lot of these works have laxed their cell phone policies, or you're on the computer all day. You're not learning how to have social connections. Ooh, okay, Wave. You're not learning how to have these decent social connections and how they affect you on the inside. So everything is making you look outside yourself, pushing it outward, and it's time for you to bring that in. It's time for you to bring that in, because we're about to start having a lot of time for self. And you got to learn how to get comfortable with self and how to connect with your magic. Okay? Connecting with your magic is going to be so very important. Your inner intuition, your inner knowledge. Okay, that's what your magic is. You don't need a candle. You don't need a spell book. You don't need a grimoire. You don't need a magic wand. I mean, those things are wonderful. But you create magic every single day when you open your eyes and you start breathing. That is a magical process. It's magical that your body is at a stasis, but your heart still beats when you close your eyes at night. It's a magical process that is what keeps you alive. Okay? Okay. So that is that. That's all I have for y'all. That's it. Okay? Learn how to, you know, I've done videos how to social engineer your own life, but how to take back control and stop everything woe is me. Here we go, sun-kissed. Right? And not feeling that everything is woe is me. Right? Having that victim mentality. That's not who we are. We are not victims. Okay? We are not victims. All right. I love you all. I appreciate you all. That is it. Until we connect again, stay alert, stay aware, and live in love. Peace.